So, friends, on behalf of My Retired Life Foundation, we once again welcome you to our new initiative of In Conversation. And today we are in conversation with one of the very promising personalities in the parlance of the senior citizens of the country, Mr. Prakash Pargaonkar. And he represents one of the most premier institutions of the country, which is dedicated to the cause of senior citizen, and that's the Helpage India. Prakash Pargaonkar sir, namaskar and welcome to the program.
Namaskar, sir, and it's my pleasure to be with you.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Prakash Pargaonkar, I saw your CV and I was quite impressed with your CV that you have dedicated more than 3 decades of your life for the cause of the Helpage India. And today you have risen to the very senior position of the regional head of the Helpage India of the Maharashtra and Goa. Yeah. Now, our audience may have some idea about Helpage India, but if you can let us know what are the activities of Helpage India and how did it come into existence and what are the special activities?
Yeah. First of all, thank you very much, Dr. Sen Gupta, for inviting me in your program. And it's always been pleasure interacting with you. Okay. And you all are aware that Helpage India is working more than 4 decades across India. Our main intention is to create awareness and to work for the disadvantaged elderly for their cause and care. Okay. We run and develop a program so that elderly can live a dignified life. That's what we want. We want elderly should live with a dignity. And that is why we are running many programs which are in healthcare, in social protection, in livelihood, and even, to help them in their loneliness also. So many such programs we are running. As far as this Maharashtra and Goa is concerned, we are running many programs. Okay, we are having 18 mobile healthcare units. Actually, this mobile healthcare unit is our flagship program, which we call it as a reaching to unreached. So we are reaching to these elderly people at their doorstep and providing free of cost healthcare services at their doorstep. So we are having such 18 mobile vans, and each mobile van has one MBBS doctor, one driver, one pharmacist or a nurse, and one social protection officer. It works from Monday to Friday and providing healthcare facilities, the treatment, medicine, counseling, as well as we are also creating awareness among the senior children and the families about the different government schemes and trying to link them to that activities through this mobile healthcare unit program. Okay, then we do have this physiotherapy center. That is also there because physiotherapy again is a need. We are having such 2 centers in Goa where we are giving at a very reasonable rate, or those who are the disadvantage for them, the free of cost physiotherapy services. Even our physiotherapist on weekly basis goes to the old age home and provide this facility and services to the residents of old age home. We do have the helpline. You know, our helpline number is 1800-180-1253. The 24/7 helpline is there. We are having in Maharashtra as well as even in Goa also, where we are providing the counseling to the elderly. We are helping them how to prepare a will. In case of they require certain legal guidance or health related issues, or maybe their financial issues, or maybe their psychological issues or family problems, we try to support them, help them and resolve them. That also we are doing it. Then we do conduct the different types of healthcare activities. Health checkup camps also we are organizing in this region. Then we have the livelihood program where we form the self-help group of the elderly. Helpage is the only organization who has started forming the self-help group of elderly. Across India, we are having more than 25,000 elderly under this livelihood program and they are earning their livelihood. So we are having this program even in Maharashtra also, where in Yavatmal district, which is known as the farmer suicide bed, where in Pandrakauda and Ghatanji Taluka, especially we have started this livelihood program and we formed the self-help group of elderly and providing them the different livelihood options. They are earning their money and living with happily. Okay, then we have the different types of awareness session programs also, where we are especially engaging the youngsters, the school-going children as well as the young employees from the corporate. We are involving them in the different activities. We visit the schools, colleges and the corporates and sensitize this younger generation towards the cause of elderly. So many such programs are there. It's all ongoing. It's going on there. I can tell you many more, but I think over interview also we'll come back and we'll tell you many more like that also. Yes.
Oh, great, great, Mr. Pargaonkar. Nice to hear that so many activities are being undertaken by the Help It India. Kudos to them and kudos to the people like you who are dedicated to the cause of the senior citizens. Mr. Prakash Pargaonkar, one of the issues which we saw, the onset of the pandemic, it has affected seniors very badly.
Yes, absolutely.
Because, they were completely separated from their families. They were staying alone. Even the senior citizen clubs were not operating. They were not able to move out. So did Help It India did any specific programs for them during this pandemic?
Yes, absolutely. See, let me tell you, HelpAge India always been there whenever any natural calamity or disaster is there. HelpAge is known as a nodal agency. In the past also, we have worked in almost all the disaster. But now when this pandemic started, that is from the last year, that is from February 2020, suddenly an invisible virus known as the corona entered and it spoiled the life of everybody across the world. And right from day one, everyone was telling, do take care of your children and the senior citizens because the senior citizens are vulnerable. So right from the day one, we have been told to look after them. And every time we are talking about the senior citizen vulnerable, so somehow, somewhere in the back of the mind, it was there the psychological pressure on senior citizen also. So we understood that problem. So in the beginning, Help India started the awareness session. So we created awareness among the senior citizen and the family members. What are the do's and don'ts, what to do, how do they do it, how to wash the hand using sanitizer, wearing the mask. So many things we started. Even we distributed this hygiene kit. Then we also distributed this survival kit that contained the dry ration because most of the elderly, they lost their livelihood. Because many of the elderly, as you are aware, in today, 90% of the senior citizens, they are not getting pension. So there is no regular income for them. Most of them had to earn their livelihood by working day and night. But during this pandemic, it has been affected. In many of the senior citizen families, their working person lost the livelihood, lost the job. So a lot of problems were there, tremendous tension. So HelpAge India understood this problem and we started distributing the survival kit, which contains the dry ration. And this was the packet which was lasting for at least 25 to 30 days for one family containing 4 members. So lakhs of such people, they received this dry ration kit. Then we also conducted the RT-PCR test. We also distributed this hygiene kit. We also distributed the immunity booster kit also. That also we distributed with this. But overall, what we have noticed one more thing, Mr. Dr. Sen Gupta, when people were talking about the social distancing, we understood that by the name of these or under the name of social distancing, there was emotional disconnect, especially with the senior citizen. Most of the elderly, those who were staying with the family member, what happened, their family member, they were so protecting them. I do understand it's because of the love, affection, caring. But always they used to say, Dadaji, अपने रूम के बाहर बिल्कुल जाना नहीं, नानी बिल्कुल नीचे नहीं उतरना, गैलरी में नहीं जाना, हो सकता है आपको तकलीफ हो जाए. But what happened because of that? They have been just restricted in one room, restricted mobility, and the elderly were facing a lot of problem. Already they have certain physical problem. In addition to this, there were restricted mobility, and that again added, fuel in a fire. So they wanted to somebody come and talk to them everything. That was one issue. Second issue, those elderly, those who were living, as you all are aware, around 39 to 40% senior citizens today are living alone, even though they have children or the family members, but they are not staying with them. Now, those elderly who are staying alone, they face a lot of problem because of the pandemic, lockdown, shops were closed, they were not able to go to the market, they were not able to come down in their society and down also. They did not have the ration, they did not have medicine. What will they do? Nobody was talking to them. I'm sharing you so many, so I can just give you one example. We used to get so many calls, Dr. Sen Gupta. Once I remember, I just got a call from a senior citizen staying in a Vile Parle area of Mumbai. He just called and fortunately I picked up the call and he said, Mr. Pargaonkar, me and my wife, we are staying just alone. I'm around 82 years old and my wife is 78 years old. We have only one son, but he's in US and we are living in a society where 100 flats are there. But nobody is talking to us, nobody even calling to us. And today I'm having a lot of problem because I do not have certain groceries, I do not have vegetables, I do not have fruits, and I do not have medicine. Can you help me to get all these things? I don't mind to pay. This is the reality. So I said, don't worry, on my WhatsApp, send the list. Immediately, our volunteer, our office person, they dropped all this atom at their doorstep within 3 to 4 hours. The person was very happy. This is not just one case. So many such cases. I was surprised to note that there were 100 tenants are living in a society, but nobody has even time to just call to such senior citizen and find out what do they require. हम इतने भी ये हो गए कि सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के नाम पे अपने लोगों से दूर चले जाए, उनका ख्याल ना दे. These are so many such cases, and we distributed such type of grocery items, vegetables, everything to them at their doorstep. And another case with the elderly, those who are staying in the old age home, because nobody was coming to visit them. They were also feeling lonely. Nobody's coming and talking to them. Ab kya kare? So what we had done, Dr. Sen Gupta, we connected them with virtually. I must tell you, before 2 years, I'm not talking about just now only, but before 2 years, before the pandemic, HelpAge India started digital literacy program with the senior citizen, because we understood with the changing of the time, we had to also change. This is a digital world. Let senior citizen also should understand. Because we, most of the senior citizen for them, this instrument, what we call it as a mobile, it is for them was just to give a call and to receive a call. Phone karna or phone lena, bas itna hi malum tha. Baki unhe kuch pata nahi tha. Even many of them were not aware about the WhatsApp. Many of them not aware about there are so many such apps which you can download. We can do the payments, everything. So we started the digital literacy program. We educated many senior citizens from the community, even from the old age home. And I must tell you, in Sabka Fayda, during this pandemic ho gaya. Because in this pandemic, when we started this Zoom meeting, it was new. Elderly were just a little bit hesitant, but they were very excited. We started this meeting and we connected to these elderly, to the students from the different schools, colleges, and some young corporate employees. And the session we started. It was such a nice session where the senior citizen one side and another side younger generation, they were talking to each other. We had a yoga session. We had a Zumba dance session, storytelling session, even cookery show. Can you believe? These elders used to tell certain cookery recipes, everything, and these youngsters were prepared. We had such a nice, Zoom sessions where we brought these two generations together. That was the thing. And you will not believe, in all the sessions, 15 to 20 minutes compulsory for one session. And what was that session? Antakshari, Gane Gana. That was a favorite of everybody. So they were singing song and they were doing. So from February 2020 onwards till August 21, we had more than 279 such virtual sessions with senior citizens, where thousands of elderly from old age home and the community connected to the thousands of school, college children and the young corporate employees. So indirectly, technology helped us to bring these two generations together. And one of the sessions, one senior citizen clearly said, कि प्रकाश भाई, ये बच्चों को हम देख रहे, खुशी हो रही है, हमें पता है वो दूर है, पर दूरी नहीं है. That was the thing, So this technology helped them to come together. This technology helped them to understand each other. That was the best thing. Many of the elderly, they enjoyed, and now they themselves have started. Now I can give you your example, sir. See,
yeah, great.
इस Zoom meeting के हम लोग भी आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, और आपने तो आपका YouTube channel शुरू कर दिया. See, this is the positivity of this technology. We must make the best use, and that is what we did. और अगर आप इजाजत दे तो एक बात और मैं कहना चाहूँगा. During this pandemic, we have forgotten to celebrate our festival. But HelpAge India has done one miracle. In March 21, we celebrated Holi virtually. Can you believe? हमने होली सेलिब्रेशन किया है वर्चुअली, जहां पर 2 ओल्ड एज होम के 110 सीनियर सिटीजन के साथ 40 स्कूल कॉलेज के बच्चों को हमने कनेक्ट किया था. अरे 3 घंटे का सेशन चला. There were lot of excitement, singing, dancing, and that color, everything was there. What we had done, we have taken a t-shirts, white t-shirts, and where we told this younger generation to put up their handprints on that white t-shirt with color. And that t-shirt we given to these senior citizens from the old age home. And we told them, see, these are the t-shirts, you got it from your grandchildren. These are people. When they were wear that t-shirt, having this food, fingerprints of a different color. They were feeling so happy. And here the children were singing the song for them, Ranga Barse Bhige Chunari Wali, and they were dancing. This was a so nice thing. Even in some of the cases where actually we contacted some senior citizen and we took the addresses of their grandchildren. And the same thing we did. We asked their grandchildren to put their fingerprints on that white t-shirt and that we handed over to their grandparents. But here there was a surprise. While handing over the t-shirt to the grandparents, neither the grandparents were aware that this t-shirt what they are getting, which has their grandchildren's fingerprints, and even the grandchildren were not aware that their fingerprints t-shirt are given to their grandparents. But when we handed over to them, that time we had a Zoom call. And they were so happy to see, the grandparents and the grandchildren. So nice. So these are the rang, colors and everything. रंगों की बरसात हो रही थी, लेकिन मैं तो ये कहूँगा रंगों के साथ-साथ खुशी की बरसात हो रही थी. उसमें साथ एक आत्मीयता की बरसात हो रही थी, एक अपनेपन की बात हो रही थी. And no doubt, it was intergenerational bonding. This is what the technology make the best use, and HelpAge India has done this.
बहुत बढ़िया सुन के बहुत आनंद होता है एक्चुअली, क्योंकि ये बहुत चीज हम लोग को पता नहीं है एक्चुअली. आपके माध्यम से ये बहुत चीजों का पता लगा और ये बात ठीक है. यदि टेक्नोलॉजी हैज ब्रॉट अस टुगेदर, टेक्नोलॉजी हैज enabled us to do the things which we could not do physically.
Correct.
और आपने जो बोला that the social distancing के बदौलत इमोशनल डिस्टेंसिंग हो गया था, ये टेक्नोलॉजी के चलते हुए शायद वो इमोशनल जो डिस्टेंसिंग हुआ था उसको शायद हम दूर करने में थोड़ा सा सक्षम हुए हैं. और आप HelpAge इंडिया उस पे बहुत अच्छा काम किए. अच्छा प्रकाश परमोका सर, एक चीज आपसे पूछने का था that you are doing so many programs, so many activities, so many initiatives, so much of medical care you are providing to the needy senior citizen, etc., etc. Are you running any daycare center or the old age home of your own anywhere in the country?
Yeah, see, we are connected with many of the daycare centers and the old age home across India. Okay, but we have shelters. Okay, that is the nice shelters which HelpAge India do have in Delhi and other places also. Then we have our 5 old age homes. Okay, but we are connected more than 2,500 old age homes across India and many daycare, hundreds of daycare centers and the shelter homes where we are providing services. We are supporting them. So we are supporting by providing equipments, by providing financial support, correct? Or even by providing certain counseling, certain help, or even connecting with the different groups of the people and the volunteers. Even with the old age home also, if they require some types of equipments, sometimes they require some financial aid, or sometimes they require for construction purpose, we are helping and supporting them. But in all this, we always engage these senior citizens with the different activities, and we involve the younger generation to come and visit such old age homes or to visit this daycare center and have some fun together, some activity together, which can benefit to both of them. That we are doing it across India.
Okay, great job. I think we will also work together, work with you to see that how we can contribute as My Retired Life Foundation for this type of initiative. लेकिन आप इतना काम करते हैं, इसका फाइनेंसेस कैसे करते हैं? कहाँ से आता पैसा आपके पास में?
करेक्ट. See, वो जो कहते हैं ना कि there is no substitute for money. Where you require money, there only you require money, nothing else. Okay. So HelpAge India basically is a fundraising organization. Okay. We contact many corporates. We go to the corporates, discuss with them, tell them about our activities. We submit our proposal and we ask them to support under their CSR initiative. As you all are aware, now the corporate social responsibility, under that they had to do certain activities to support them. So under that, we are asking the different corporates to come forward and support them. Even we go to the school colleges, talk with the children. We also request them, we request their parents also. They can come forward and support to the cause. Even we contact individuals. We send our appeal letters, we call them and we tell them to support. Because those who are giving donation to HelpAge India, they are getting 50% tax benefit under the ATG. Even we go to the trust and foundation. I'm just giving you a few simple examples. As I told you, we have our flagship program of mobile healthcare unit. Now, the running cost of one mobile healthcare unit is on an average 20 to 23 lakh per year we do require. Okay. And we are having such 176 mobile vans across India, and most of them, almost all of them, rather supported by the different corporates and the trust and foundation. We are really grateful and thankful to all these corporates who are supporting us. We are really thankful to the individuals who are supporting us, giving a donation. We do also have a supporter grant program where we have adopted such elderly who cannot afford their one-time meal. We are asking 900 rupees per month for per grant. And that is how more than 550 elderly now today been adopted, and we are giving, this free ration and little bit pocket money to them. So we appeal to the people, we tell them to support us. And that is how, with the organizing different activities, even different events or promotional things, that also we do it. Even we do the cataract operation. For each cataract operation, we are just asking people to donate 2,500. Just simple 2,500 can bring Roshni to one person who has become totally blind. So we conduct 30 to 40,000 free cataract surgeries every year across India. And definitely, we do require the funds to run all these programs to do. And we appeal to the people, and people are really coming forward. They are supporting us. Even through our social media also, we are creating awareness. Wherever it is possible, we spread this, message. We request the people to come forward and to support us.
Great. Now, coming to the another issue, I understand that the HelpAge India does a very powerful study on the elder abuse.
Yeah.
Elder abuse is a critical issue. It's a very, very serious issue, not only in India, but all over the world.
Yeah.
And HelpAge India, every year they comes out with an annual issue.
Yes.
So आपका जो 2021 का जो issue है, तो उसके बारे में elder abuse का जो research survey हुआ था, उसके बारे में कुछ आप बोलना चाहेंगे इसे elder abuse के ऊपर में?
Okay. As you are, yes, you are aware that 15 June is known as the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. And towards that, HelpAge India is conducting survey from last 8 years across India. Okay. Now, before pandemic, the situation was different. And after pandemic, the situation is really different. I'm very clear with you. Okay. But what we have noticed that in the beginning, when we started this elder abuse survey, what we have noticed that 1 out of 5 elderly was telling, yes, I am been abused. Next year, it has come from 1 out of 4. See, from 20%, it has come to 25%. Third year now it has come, that is 1 out of 2 says, yes, I am abused. That's a 50%. This is a reality. And what type of abuse? Verbal abuse is common. More than 90% says, yes, verbal abuse is common. Verbal abuse means giving back answer, disrespect, neglect. घर के घर में ही हम लोग चिल्ला रहे अपने बुजुर्गों के ऊपर, दादाजी आपको कितनी बार मैंने कहा ना, ये मत ऐसा कीजिए, चुप बैठिए, आपको वो समझ में नहीं आता है। दादी ये क्या रखा है आपने बार बार हमेशा वही वही, चुप बैठो ना, अभी आपका जमाना नहीं रहा। This is the way we talk. It's all verbal abuse, which is a common. Financial abuse. For every small thing, this elderly, they have to ask money to their children. It's very sad, the hand which was like that giving to our children, when you become old, this hand becomes like that. It's a very sad. They have to ask money, even for their medicine, for their small things. मेरे चश्मे का ग्लास फूट गया, उसके लिए बच्चों से पैसे मांगो, दिखाई देता है, उसके बाद भी देते नहीं है. This is all financial abuse, verbal abuse, as I told you, emotional abuse, even physical abuse. Sometimes what we have noticed, even the children, they also kick them, slap them. These all things are happening. And every time we have the same question, who are the abuser? Who are the people who are abusing you, giving you the trouble? So every time 2 names only comes in front of our eyes. Son and daughter-in-law. That's all. They are the people who are abusing them. But every year, only the percentage changes. But then 1 year we also ask, because every time in this abuse, every time we notice that they say, these 2 people, son and the daughter-in-law, are the abuser. And they represent the younger generation. So 1 year, we did a survey where we actually involved the younger generation only. And we asked them the question, have you experienced or noticed elder abuse? So 78% youngsters said, yes, we have seen the elder abuse is happening. It is there. Where you have seen? We have seen in society, we have seen our family, we have seen in our neighbor. And we have the same question, who are the people who are abusing? They only give the same answer, son and daughter-in-law. So this is the reality. And when pandemic started, that's in 2020, we also did a survey. But in 2020 and 2021, what happened, Dr. Sen Gupta, there was a difference for conduction of the survey methodology. Because earlier we used to go and talk one-to-one with them. But during pandemic, it was not possible. So we connected them virtually. We connected them through WhatsApp. We connected them through the phone. And like that, then we had their interviews and we took the survey. And what we found, even in the 2020, the most of the elderly, they says, around 47 to 50% seniors say, we see our future is a blink. We don't understand what will happen because of this pandemic. 65%, more than 65% seniors say we lost our livelihood. Our breadwinner also lost the livelihood. So we don't have much funds. We don't understand how to survive. Many of the elderly also, they were telling that it was difficult to get the ration, to get a medicine because of the lockdown. So many issues were there. And in 21, when we did the survey with the senior citizen who are staying with family and the senior citizen who are staying in old age home. Why we had done this survey? Because Dr. Sen Gupta, you must have noticed, in this pandemic, what happened? There was a concept started, work from home. Correct? Everybody was working from home. So that is why we conducted survey in the two different groups. One senior citizen living with the family and one living in the old age home. But what we have noticed, around 60 to 65% senior citizens, they say our communication is affected. Even those senior citizens living with the family or those who are living in the old age home told the same thing. Our communication affected. We are not communicating with our own people, friends, relatives, and everything. 33% senior citizens, they just say, we just look at our mobile, that it will just ring. कभी तो ये बजेगा, हम सिर्फ देखते रहते हैं उसके तरफ, कोई कॉल करने वाला नहीं है. This is what the 2021 elder abuse report clearly says. And then we also ask one question, especially to those elderly, those who are living with the family, because they have children at home. अभी तो बच्चे भी घर गए, फैमिली भी है, तो आपको तो अच्छा होना ही चाहिए. लेकिन बच्चे लोग का वर्क फ्रॉम होम चला है, तो we are the senior citizen. Because of your children and the grandchildren's work from home, do you feel that your day-to-day life activity has been affected? So around 60 to 65% senior citizens said yes, it is affected. And when the same question we asked to their children and the grandchildren, that because of your work from home, is your grandparents' daily routine is affected? They say no. We don't see any affection is there. अब देखो यहीं पे कितनी गड़बड़ है. जबकि एक ग्रुप कह रहा है कि अफेक्ट हुआ है, दूसरा कह रहा है कि अफेक्ट नहीं हुआ. So that means that connectivity, that communication, that openness was not there. Something was missing, and this is a fact. Even with the elder abuse percentage, we ask them, are you facing any abuse? Both elderly living in the old age home as well as even in the family, they said yes, it is there. But emotional abuse is much more, they said. This is a reality. That's what again I'm telling you, because of this social distancing, it was emotional distancing. See, seniors, they don't expect anything. They just want somebody to come, talk to me, speak with me. They just want your time. They don't expect anything. But do the younger generation and others have time for them? And that is what that communication effect is much more. And that is why I told you that virtual connection made a very much good impact when we started organizing such Zoom meetings and calls and everything. But this is a reality, Dr. Sen Gupta.
Yeah. आपने एक बहुत important चीज बोला that the emotional abuse is more prominent than the physical abuse and other types of abuses, because there is a distancing, nobody talks to them. Where's the time for the senior citizen?
Yes,
that's a major
yes.
problem.
And Dr. Sen Gupta, what happened, because of when we are talking about the citizens are vulnerable, so back of the mind, there was psychological pressure also was there. Na? So mental pressure, again, I'm telling you, we are not just talking about the physical health, but mental health also affected of senior citizen. कितने लोगों ने ये बात समझी मुझे बताइए? That was the main impact. And we conducted a mental health program also with the senior citizen from old age home, with doctors and these some mental health experts. Along with them, we develop a program and we run the program also.
अच्छा भरगांव का सर एक चीज बोलिए, आप बोलते हैं that आपके पास में बहुत बच्चे लोग काम करते हैं as a volunteer for going to the senior citizen home supported by Helpage India, etc. जैसे हमारा ग्रुप है, some of us may be interested in working with what you call Helpage India as volunteers.
Yes.
What is the way? How do we take it forward? If somebody says that I want to volunteer, I want to give some time for Helpage India, not in money, but I'm talking in terms of spending some time with the people who actually need this service. उसके लिए क्या करना चाहिए? What is the way?
It's very good question, Dr. Sen Gupta. ये बहुत जरूरी है. See, at Helpage India, we always encourage for volunteering, especially for younger generation as well as for the older generation also. Younger generation इसीलिए because we want to connect these two generations together. That is one. And secondly, you know, these younger generation also indirectly want to sensitize. I'm just giving you a simple example. Now for the digital literacy program, correct? Now about the digital literacy, about these different apps and so many things, who are the best people who can teach? Younger generation. आजकल के बच्चे तो सोशल मीडिया में माहिर है. They are very much expert. They know everything. So we told this younger generation, you are spending so much of time on your social media. Just take out few minutes. We will connect you to the some senior citizen group. Teach them, because senior citizens are, they are enthusiastic. They want to learn it. They want somebody to teach them. And we found that who are the best people rather than this younger generation who can teach them. So we told them, okay, you come and teach them. Earlier it was one-to-one before pandemic, but during the pandemic, through virtually Zoom meetings or other sessions and everything, we told them, you teach them. And the senior citizens, they were very happy. Not only that, what we had done, like we have this group of youngsters, that is school, college students, as well as even from the corporate employees. Okay, they are involved in such different activities. Earlier, when we used to have different events, like 1st October is International Day of Program. Okay, then my Valentine's Day is one of the best programs which I do celebrate in Mumbai from last 8 years. Okay, then Shravan celebration. During that also we used to involve these younger generation. But now in this pandemic, virtually we are connecting them. So these younger generation as a volunteer, talking with senior citizen, their experience, seniors are sharing, storytelling, correct? Then some quiz competition, then cookery show, as I told you, so many such things, holy celebration, that was there. But during this, what we have noticed, that there are many senior citizens who learned a lot immediately. So what we told them, now you teach this to other senior citizens. See, this is the elder for elders concept. Even we formed the group of senior citizens who want to do volunteering, want to give their time. So we connected these elderly with them. Now the recent example I am giving you. I know there are some senior citizens who sing very well. They are very good singer. They are their karaoke group, that, you know. So now in this Diwali, abhi jo gayi na Diwali, bas Diwali ki baat hai, I told them, why don't you just sing for some senior citizen from old age home? They like the idea. One program, what we did it, through virtually connected to the old age home residents, and these senior citizens, they sang a different old Hindi songs for them, and they were just enjoying. That was one. Second, in one of the palliative care center and the dementia center, where a senior citizen also, they wanted to celebrate Diwali. And they are following all recent, because this was the recent Diwali. So they followed all the protocols and they allowed selected 3-4 senior citizens. So I called the senior citizen from this karaoke group, singing group, and they sang for them. It was so nice. You will not believe, they were literally dancing, even though some of them were not able to dance. But they were dancing, singing, enjoying. See, elders for elder concept. I told them very clearly. Yes, and there are many seniors who are living alone. They want somebody to come talk to them. So there we require such, you know, volunteers who can go and help them. Somebody wants to go for the shopping. They want somebody to be with them. This is all there. If you have the time, I can just share you one example. Can I tell you?
Yeah, please.
There is a one. See, as I told you, we have a helpline. Correct? Number is 1800-180-1253. And this is not a recent. I'm just telling you the just 2-3 years ago what happened. Just an example. So one fine day we got a call from this our helpline, and coincidentally I pick up that call. So one lady, she was talking. She was from Andheri West, and she told, my name is so and so. I am around 79 years old, and I have relatives, everybody, but nobody is looking after me, and I have a lot of physical problem. And thrice in a week I had to go to the Kokilaben hospital for a treatment and for physiotherapy. So can Helpage India provide me some volunteer? Because going all the way is some difficult for me. So if you can provide volunteer who can come with me, that will be nice. I said, okay, ma'am, don't worry. We had a volunteer. So I told one boy, and that boy was accompanied with that madam. After 1 month, that madam called me. She said, thank you very much for giving the word. It's nice. But can you provide one girl? So I understood. I said, okay, ma'am, no problem. Sorry. Something was there. Sorry. So I told, okay, ma'am, don't worry. And then we had one girl from one corporate. So I told her, and she volunteered and she was going. They were very happy. And they were going, and I think some 6-7 months passed. I also forgot. And after 7 months, I received a call from that lady. So she told me, do you remember I called you and everything? I said, yes, ma'am, I do remember. So Prakash bhai, she spoke with me in Hindi. Whatever she told me, the same thing I am repeating. I am not adding anything from my side. She told me, Prakash bhai, remember 7 महीना पहले जब मैंने आपको कॉल किया था, तब मेरी परिस्थिति ऐसी थी कि मरना ही जिंदगी है, ये मैंने तय कर दिया था, क्योंकि मैं अकेली बेसहारा, कोई मेरे रिश्तेदार पूछते नहीं है, बीमार, तो ये मेरा हाल था. लेकिन अब ये 7 महीने से जब आपका वॉलंटियर आया है, मेरे साथ जा रहा है, मैं ट्रीटमेंट ले रही हूँ, अब मुझे इतना अच्छा लगने लगा है, अब मैं जीना चाहती हूँ. I was really touched to hear this. कि the lady who was telling कि मरना ही मेरी जिंदगी है, वो आज कह रही कि अब मैं जीना चाहती हूँ. And she thanked to me. And you will not believe Dr. Sen Gupta, she was a double postgraduate lady who was translating Rabindranath Tagore's poem in Hindi and Gujarati. Such a knowledgeable and good lady staying alone. And when she called me, that day was Saturday. And then she told me, Prakash bhai, can I request you? I said, yes, tell me. Bole, tomorrow. So next day was a Sunday. Bole, tomorrow, I want to go to this Bhavan sculpture because I am a member of that. And tomorrow there is a good old English movie they are showing. I want to go and see that movie. I said, yes, auntie, no problem. What do you want? Can you give me a volunteer who can be with me? क्योंकि मैं 2 साल से निकली नहीं, अभी जाना चाहता. I said, okay, auntie, don't worry. I will give you, give me some time. So when she called, that was Saturday, I told you, next day is Sunday. So getting volunteer on Sunday is a little bit difficult because many people they have them. But we have many such volunteer, and I have one volunteer who is 24/7 available with me. He's a very nice person. His age is just 67-year-old, and his name is Mr. Chopra. So I just called up Chopra uncle. मैंने कहा Chopra uncle, बात ऐसी है. There is one lady and she want to go to movie and everything. Can you? Don't worry, Prakash, मैं जाता हूँ, address दे दो. So 67-year-old our volunteer Mr. Chopra accompanied her, and they went and saw the movie. Up till now, I did not meet that lady personally. Just over a phone, it was going on. Okay. So the next week, fortunately, when I was passing through that area, I just called that lady, and I just went to meet her. She was very happy. She said, no, you come. I just went and I just met her. And when she was speaking with me about that film incidents, which she saw along with Mr. Chopra, she enjoyed that movie. And when she was narrating that experience, Dr. Sen Gupta, she was literally blushing, I'm telling you. और जो स्माइल चेहरे पे उसके मैंने जो हंसी देखी ना, मैं सच कहता हूँ, मुझे लगा मैंने गंगा नहा लिया. कोई जरूरत नहीं कहीं जाने की. किसी के चेहरे पे आप मुस्कान ला दो. This is what volunteering we are expecting, and we welcome everybody to come. You can just give us a call whenever you have time in your own area. We will tell you to do the volunteering. Okay, so we welcome everybody. Through you, I appeal to all your members also. You can call to Helpage India. We have our helpline number 1800-180-1253, or even you can call to our Mumbai office. Number is 26370740, and another number 26370754. So you can call. You can just register your name. There is no registration fee, nothing like that, no formality. Whenever you have time, you tell us. We will tell you, or we'll give the opportunity. But let me tell you, you can make the change in the life of others. इतनी तो guarantee मैं दे सकता हूँ.
Thank you, Mr. Bargaonkar. I think it was an exciting thing to talk to you about you person as a social activist, as a committed worker for the cause of the senior citizen, and as well as your institution, the Helpage India, which requires no introduction amongst our audience. We're really thankful. We're really grateful that you have been kind enough to spend some time with us, and we look forward to working together. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, sir. Okay.